Hello, hello, and welcome back as I try and glue back together the pieces of my broken heart in Perfidious Pete Plays Rebel Galaxy. And I place every single piece of my shattered heart squarely at the feet of Rufus Teague. Because he spurned my romantic overtures last episode when I tried to mix business and pleasure while fetching a reliquary piece for Trell. And sure, I murdered him for refusing me after it happened, ostensibly in order to obtain the reliquary piece Trell needed because Teague was too stupid to just hand it over. But trust me, that wasn't the real reason. Just it was a feeble, pathetic subterfuge on my part. It really was. It wasn't just that I was too lazy to run an errand as I claimed. No, no, no. It was anger, self loathing, and just a poor, poor man's struggle to try and salvage my tattered pride. Because, you know, the old saying goes, hell hath no fury, like a perfidious Pete scorned, and I assure you, Shakespeare wasn't fucking around. He knew me. He knew that was true. He knew me 500 years before I was born. He knew that one day on the planet there would be born a man who would call himself Perfidious Pete, and that spurning him would be a terrible, terrible idea. He knew. Anyway, I'm going to get the hell out of this bar and away from this bartender who, I have to say, is shockingly familiar when it comes to looking exactly like my murdered love. And I'm going to beat it before history repeats itself and I wind up killing him too because everything I touch, I destroy.
Anytime.
Really? Do you want me to come on back? Because I just said everything I touch, I destroy. And I meant it. Everything I touch, I destroy. And while I'm on the subject of everything I touch, I destroy, let's go visit Aunt Juno because I think that's our next mission. I mean, shit, that must run in the family because everything Aunt Juno touches, she likewise destroys. It seems to be, I don't know, maybe it's some kind of familiar curse. Maybe we get the Curse of Tara Reed working on us here. I don't know what's going on with the whole clan, but everything Aunt Juno touches, she likewise destroys. So let's go. Let's jump over to the Seamus system and go see what she wants here at Guanzhou Station. Guanzhou Station. But I was gonna go to Guanzhou Station and pick up some power converters. Ah, Luke. I like you better grizzled now that you're all grizzled. I like you better. Grizzled Luke is definitely better than whiny, sort of adolescent Luke. Alright, come on, let's get over there. We gotta go to the Seamus system so we can watch that cat wrestle a live shark. I mean, he's gonna die in the attempt, because we already know historically how that turns out, but I want to be there when it happens. I mean, you don't want to not be there to see a man die while wrestling a live shark sealed inside the tank with a great white. It's a fucking spectacle. You gotta be there to see it. Just 100 space miles to go. Woohoo! By the way, I'm putting a patent on space miles. I'm officially gonna dub that. Well, I'm not really that worried about them. You know what I'm gonna do, Trell? These got the Viriacs coming at us. I'm just gonna fly right into the station here. I don't really care what they're doing. Yep, see, here we go, problem solved. Guanzhou Station will keep me safe. I'll just fly inside its nice, delicious, warm, tender arms, as I so desperately wanted to be in the warm, tender arms of Teague. Man, it all comes back to Teague. Everything's just coming back to him. I can't mend the pieces of my shattered heart. All right, Juno, good fucking.
Glad you made it here.
Yeah, I'm not.
I thought the heat might be off, but it looks like it's just getting turned up.
Yeah, you should go look out a fucking window, Aunt Juno. You could definitely confirm for yourself that the heat is in fact getting turned up.
It's down to Trell, of course. But the reason I asked you to meet me, well, there's a new player, and they're a nasty piece of work.
Seriously, they're worse than you, who are a murderous monster? Worse than me, who is a hate crime committing piece of trash? I really find it hard to believe that they're a nastier piece of work than we are, Aunt Juno, rather.
Well then, I'm sorry I wasn't able to warn you sooner. My contacts tell me they're showing up all over. High-tech weaponry, and they come out of nowhere. Don't tend to leave any survivors behind.
So again, they're basically us, right? I mean, we come out of nowhere with no, give no quarter, advanced technology, leave like we came in a puff of Kaiser Soze smoke.
They've been popping up, tearing convoys apart.
Again, just like us, right?
Some militia comms officers intercepted some of their transmissions and managed to decode them.
Like Xenia?
One word came up over and over. Relic. I think we know what that means.
Yeah, it means that they're exactly us, Aunt Juno. You don't see this? You don't see the reciprocal thing going here? How this is all psychic? How truly the monster is us all along? You're shitting me, right? That you don't see this. This railroad plot is driving us down this road. You got to see the end of the fucking line coming a long way before we get there, Aunt Juno.
Phew. Well, there's plenty of folks who'd kill to have that. And it looks like right now half the sector has you in its sights.
Does it, or do I have it in
It's time to
my
gear up to
sights,
someone
Aunt
with
Juno?
A little more firepower.
Than me? I mean, the 5 gallons of salt is pretty well armed and armored, Aunt Juno. I'm not sure we're gonna do better.
Well, in that case, I'll keep my ears open. But you'd best keep a low profile, kid. I'm kind of fond of you.
Yeah, well, we hideous, disgusting monsters have to stick together in a universe that hates and wants to destroy us because the universe hates and wants to destroy us.
Watch yourself now.
We actually told Aunt Juno to stay out of trouble. Yeah, okay, because that's clearly the likeliest outcome. Hey, Aunt Juno, stay out of trouble. Don't, I don't know, fucking stomp any babies' heads in with your boot heel or, I don't know, poison your lover, anything like that. Wouldn't want to do that. Also, what the fuck was the point of coming here? Just other than, was it just explicitly for Aunt Juno to sort of reinforce the fact that we're inveterate scum and that there's no hope for us outside each other? We have literally no one who's on our side. It's us against the universe. We've come in at this Eminem style. It's just me against the world. Because no one else ever will want to help us for being disgusting pig monsters. We're not good people, Aunt Juno. We're not good people. We are kicking the shit out of these Viridians. I guess maybe I have to kill these guys? Is that what's going on? What the fuck is that? Is that like a instant jump gate? Okay, well, let's take this, because clearly this is going to be Trell.
I know this is highly unusual, but I'm glad we were able to find and contact you. I've got a proposition for you.
Who are you again, Space Nazi hat guy? I don't remember an SS officer or a member of the Gestapo being on my side. What's this all about?
Your assistance in repelling the Viriax attack didn't go unnoticed.
When did I do that?
A project we're putting together that could use someone like you. And since you're already in the know, we don't need clearance to have this discussion.
Were you the guy that I accidentally didn't kill? And now you think I'm a good guy, huh?
An in-person meeting. I can promise you that we'll make it worth your while. I won't ask that you answer just now, but I'm sending along the coordinates to the location.
Oh, great. I'm glad you did it while I was in the middle of a fight with the Viridian, because they're definitely going to be able to intercept those coordinates and fucking ambush me when I get there.
Good.
So yeah, I'll think about it. Specifically, I'll think about it being a ridiculously stupid idea and a terrible, terrible fucking idea to actually go to those coordinates. That's what I'm going to think about. I'm going to think about you being monumentally stupid. Spend all my time thinking about that. Viriax, did I call them Viridian? Eh, whatever. They could be green. We don't know what color they are. I mean, they sort of look like kind of a mauve color, actually, in the little interface screen. But they could also be green. I can call them Viridian if I want. I mean, I should probably call them Viriax, because otherwise it's going to be real confusing. No one will know what the hell I'm actually talking about when I say those guys. Alternatively, I could just call them those guys. They don't really seem to be putting up that much of a fight. I feel kind of guilty about this. I mean, I've warned Aunt Juno against kicking any babies' heads in with boot heels, and what do? Go right outside and start kicking babies' heads in with boot heels. Basically a Civil War soldier charged with exterminating a native population, even though I don't really want to do it. We're probably going to need to go with the deflectors a bit here. A lot of missiles coming my way. Keep shooting. Come on, keep them coming. We're big boys. There you go, neutron beams. Let's go. Get them on target. Keep delivering the payload. Ooh, that's a lot of missiles. Our deflector, the new deflector really is holding it down. The deflector gets shit done. Yeah, you keep screeching. Alright, so those guys are clearly not Viridian. I'll take your live organs. Also, why are the Viriax harvesting live organs? What, do they have some kind of use for human organs? And if so, what is it? I mean, they're clearly not human. What are they going to do with all they're probably going to eat them. I mean, that's clearly. I mean, that's the kind of thing vicious space aliens do. They eat these. So I'm supposed to go to the Garibaldi system to take on this militia meeting makeup. I mean, this seems like an extraordinarily terrible idea, and I'm gonna do it anyway, because I'm real dumb. So let's go make it happen. I don't know, the Viriax we just fought were sort of, it's like kicking a kid out of his wheelchair and stomping on him. I mean, it made me feel like shit to do it, but it wasn't much of a fight. I mean, I was in control the entire time, because I just rolled him out of his wheelchair, and then he was lying there helpless. Don't feel good about beating up on a disabled kid, but mean, if it's kill or be killed, I will do it. I don't know what situation you could ever wind up with the disabled person that would be kill or be killed. In my scenario, by the way, in my head, the person is completely and totally paralyzed. I mean, it's not like they're holding a gun on me or something. I mean, the guy could just be like missing both legs, and then he could have a gun, and that guy could totally still kill you. Yeah, could we put less stellar masses between me and every single mission objective? It really seems like some of space is real cluttered. And I understand I'm just typically going in straight lines, and there are probably like navigation lanes and whatnot, and things more experienced people could exploit, but I'm dumb. I want to go fast. I just want to go from point A to point B and get there as quickly as possible. That's really all I want. Just go away, koala dog. I mean, do you really want to fuck with me? Really? Is this what you want? Do you really think that you can take the 5 gallons of salt? You're a shitty light Muriath frigate, and I've been kicking the shit out of you for like 3 ships ago, man. You're, biting off more than you can chew, my friend. More than you can chew. We're gonna dodge around the planet. Let's go to the militia ambush. I mean, meetup. Is this... No way is this an ambush. Oh, never mind. It's just a jump gate. Alright, well, this is probably not an ambush. The ambush will come when we get to the other side. We're totally getting ambushed, by the way. I mean, we all see this coming, right? Railroad plot. Like I said, we can see where these,
I detected the location of the last fragment, but there are complications.
Probably a whole bunch of ships there who want to kill us, Trell? Because it's the same complication every time.
Nebula interference detected.
Yeah, I'm not real worried about this stupid nebula. I have an incoming message from who? Is this Trell again?
I have located what I guess to be the last fragment of my reliquary, but I believe it will be an interesting prospect to recover.
Interesting because it's covered by 10,000 hostile spaceships?
The fragment is located in the Chiron system.
Chiron?
Chiron is currently unreachable via jump gate, as subspace disturbances have impaired gate stability for decades.
I'm curious how you detected it then. Also, you're very badly mispronouncing that word, but continue.
I do. As I mentioned, I have the ability to fold subspace and generate a temporary gate, although this is not without risk.
Wow, it's convenient of you to keep this to yourself until it was relevant for railroad plot purposes, by the way, because, you know, generating temporary jump gates is something we could have been doing to save ourselves a hell of a lot of time since we completed that task like 6 missions ago. Thanks for fucking hold out on me, bitch.
I believe it may be. I mentioned this also because the meeting location provided by the militia is in a system well positioned to generate such a gate. Perhaps this is not a coincidence. We should meet with the militia and see what they have to say.
So I appreciate you weighing in on telling me that I should do what I was in the middle of actually doing, when it seems like the most effective thing for you to have done would have just been keep your fucking mouth shut and let me go do the thing I was actually already doing. Maybe just don't interrupt me next time, Joe. Be like, oh, by the way, I can... Ooh, we don't need ordnance. You see, there's an ordnance crate over there, but I don't think we fired any missiles. And also that rock we were near that I steered very slightly towards when I saw the ordnance crate was just enough to throw us out of warp. Instant Crusher's given up on his task of hitting every object in the universe. I guess he must have just finally realized there simply are too many objects and he's not going to be able to catch them all. He wanted to go for the Pokemon method, but he must have just realized it's not going to happen. So what are we doing here, Militia Steve?
Reconstructing a jump gate at this location. We may be able to obviate the need for such a device.
Well, let's go ahead and do that then.
Incoming hail.
Glad to see you at least hear me out. As you can see, we've got a small research facility set up here.
Is that what this is? Because it looked like half a dozen piece of junk ships that you were just waiting to get attacked by pirates and die, but sure, jump gate.
It is. We've been analyzing the anomalies that the Viriacs leave behind when they enter our space. I'm not a scientist, but they tell me they can approximate an origin point for those anomalies that traces back to the Charon system.
And I see. And why are we going to Sharon's house again?
Yes. Subspace instability collapsed the old gates, and civilian scientists here have been working on a new stabilizing technology.
And how's that working out for them? I'm guessing terribly because we haven't been using it.
Online faster. We need to enter Charon and find out what's going on.
Can we just go then?
Assuming we can get the gate open, it's quite possible we'll be facing a large force of Viriac's craft since the portal is bidirectional. You've proved you can hold your own.
Yeah, I can do that.
Use the support.
Again, can you just open it already?
You're going to need a little more than that. Really? I'm skeptical. But all right, let's say you can. What's his condition you mentioned? If you can open the gate to Charon, I'm not sure we could stop it anyway. But all right, I'm curious. Let's see this minor miracle.
Okay, I'm glad I showed up to take part in this conversation. I mean, this guy knows what's going on with the railroad plot. Thanks for having me deliver the entire backstory. Our story so far.
If you are certain, I'll attempt to open the gateway now.
Could you already do it, please? Just do it. Open the gate.
Nebula
Let's go.
interference detected.
Done.
The gateway has been opened.
Good. Go in it. Fly through. I want to be. Let's go. This railroad plot. I want to be through it already.
I'll be damned. How in the hell did you pull that off?
I have a dangerous genocidal AI on my ship, Captain Stafford. Honestly, you don't want to know the things I've seen and done. You don't want to know what I've sacrificed to make this ability belong to me. You really don't want to know.
Crafter using the gateway. Get your guns out, kids.
Well, we could have just jumped through it and hit them on their own side, but I mean, sure, let's let them go ahead and just let them invade our space and then hit them once they're on this side. Let's do it the stupid way. We need to start launching missiles. We're taking quite a bit of damage here. I'm hitting that thing in like 6 different sectors and it's not doing any good. Let's put a little space between us and the enemy. Killed something? Well, remarkable. More missiles, please. Man, these guys got... the Viriacs do have quite a bit of shielding going on. That's the one thing I will give them. They know how to... they bring the shields. Let's stay on this light frigate until it's down. Frigate is down. Collision warning with what? I'm taking your tachyon salt, sucker. All the salt belongs to me, Perfidious Pete. Salt is my fucking mainstay. I'm sailing a ship called 5 gallons of salt. This salt belongs to Pete. You stay away from it. My salt. Don't be fucking horning in on my shtick, game. It's my shtick, man. I don't want you fucking stealing my action. It's not cool. This was a hard level mission? How was this supposed to be hard? And we just showed up and these Viriacs, they don't really seem like a threat. I mean, I hate to be the one to say this, but I really kind of do feel like an old school, like late 19th century Indian fighter, which was basically just a polite way of saying genocide committer. I mean, that's sort of what this feels like. These Viridian, we show up, we've got them way outclassed. And it's not like I'm the most powerful ship in the galaxy or anything either. I mean, I'm just a dude. Okay, well now, alright. This is... yeah, we're gonna need some space here. Excuse me, Viriacs, if you would, please. I'm feeling a little pressured, a little overwhelmed. And what I really need right now is just for you to give me a little space. Please. I don't necessarily want to end our relationship, but right now I'm feeling a little pressured, and I could do with a little bit of alone time. How was my ordnance low? I've barely fired any.
Ordnance depleted.
What? So does the missile turret actually use our ordnance?
Target eliminated.
It must.
Exiting sublight.
It must be using my ordnance to power itself, because when I'm out, it doesn't really seem to be firing anymore. Alright, well, I was unaware of that mechanic, and now I'm kind of displeased. Yeah, I'm gonna stop and help you out, distress beacon person. I'm not in the middle of a giant battle with 2 massive alien craft. I'm gonna stop everything and come help you, because there's a fucking Murath miner who's trying to wreck your shit. Oh. Yeah, it's not good. I can't help but notice that, Mr. Militia Guy, you don't appear to be really sort of pulling your weight. And if you could start helping out in the pulling your weight department.
Target destroyed. Alright,
well that's... alright. I mean, I upbraid you for not pulling your weight, and then you immediately deliver with the contribution, so... I suppose that's fine. You're dead. What's in this? Oh, this cargo container should have something really good in it, because it's a Viriac's cargo container. We also got some pure water. Ooh, Mark V neutron beams, which would be fantastic if we didn't already have them. So these Viriac ships really pack quite a wallop. I'm gonna keep taking out the fighters. I don't want to go tangle with that giant capital ship up close. It seems like it would be an extraordinarily terrible idea. We'll just keep picking off the escort craft. We'll let Johnny Militia Boy over there, Mr. Gestapo man. I mean, if he wants to bring in the Luftwaffe, he's the one working for the SS. If I can use him to my advantage, I will. I feel slightly less scummy about taking advantage of his organization than I do just taking advantage of people I routinely take advantage of. Is that guy going back through the gate? I mean, he's not gonna make it if that was his goal, but...
Nebula interference detected.
Yeah, I'll get some tachyon salt here, it's fine. Are there more of these? Jeez, okay, so we got a lot of Viriacs here. Like a trillion billion... It's like the night of a million billion ninjas, except with blue aliens who gargle a lot. The Banshees are down. What's left? Should I really pick up a cargo hold full of space slaves right in front of the cops?
Target eliminated.
That seems like not a fantastic fucking strategy. Be like, hey Pete, the cops are here. Oh, quick, buy some drugs from them. It'll be fine. No one's gonna care. They'll be like, did you just buy drugs? You realize I'm a police officer, right? They'll be like, you didn't see anything, copper. I don't really want to take slaves on board, literally right in front of the cops. Alright, so could we... Man, this missile frigate really can take a pounding. It also really takes a lot of missiles. How come the AI never seems to run out of ordnance, by the way? One thing that makes me a little salty. The AI does it's gonna turn, and now we can't shoot it in the side where we punch the shields down. That's real bad. Where's my backup here, guys? I'm not feeling the backup. I'm feeling a little abandoned. What is this, Melissa? What are you shooting at? I want to shoot at the same thing you're shooting at. If you're shooting at something, that's the thing I also would like to be shooting at. You don't appear to be doing fuck all to this Viriax destroyer. I can't even tell what... Look at the beams on that thing. Holy shit. That was like 40 beam turrets. Speaking of turrets, could you guys shoot at the obviously more powerful enemy here? Maybe just shoot it. There you go. That's what we need. Shoot at the thing I have targeted. We've got a turn. Yeah, it's fine. We're not gonna hit it. Instant Crusher's at the helm, so I know. All right. There's so much shit coming at us. They are. Yeah, you're right. We need some space. We got to bail out for a minute. We're getting very significantly damaged here, and our team does not appear to be helping much. We gotta wait for our deflectors to come back. We're gonna circle back in, and we gotta try and pick off one of these missile ships, because the missile frigates are really what's kicking our ass. That one is fairly heavily damaged, so let's lock onto you.
Missiles inbound.
Really, I really feel like this Viriax ship should be out of missiles by now. I'm just saying, game. We ran out half an hour ago. Where's this guy getting all these missiles? He fired more missiles right there than we... Like, that one salvo contained more missiles than my entire ship. And we seem to be similarly sized. Where is he storing all these missiles? Inquiring minds want to know. Inquiring minds like mine. Right, we should be to the point now where we're starting to chop through them. Where did I get ordnance back? Because now I have missiles. I should not have missiles. I should be out of missiles. Alright, fire. Come on. Fire. Also got some gold ingots. So let's keep working over this other missile frigate. It's also fairly damaged. It's down to shields on this side. Our deflectors do their deflecting. We should be shooting this thing on the other side. Come on, turn, man. Hit it inside where it has no shields or armor. There you go. Hit it in its weak spot. Don't be afraid to punch him in the dick. This is a fight for, you know, all of mankind. We can't be afraid to just take a dick punch at a guy. If I gotta dick punch a man, I'll dick punch him. I'm still not picking up space slaves in front of the cops. It seems like a terrible idea. Be like, are you a slave trader? Be like, no, man, I never touched the stuff. Really? Pretty sure I just saw you pick up an entire shipload of slaves over there, didn't I? I was rescuing them, sir. Rescuing them, huh? Are you gonna let them go now, or what? No, I can't do that. It's not that I don't want to be a person who frees slaves, because I would actually genuinely like to do that. Problem is, game won't let me. I only have, once they're on board, I only got the two options. I can either set them free, or I can throw them out an airlock and kill them all. Those are my two options. That's all I can do. More pure water. The threat level is blue. Did we kill everything? Is that it? It doesn't seem like everything is dead. I mean, I'll do the stupidest thing possible. Come get some, space slaves. I don't want soy paste. Where's the last enemy? What are we supposed to be fighting here? Everything is dead.
Threat level red.
Oh, except for this, though. This thing doesn't even look hurt. Ow! Did you knock it off? Can I hit that Corvette? Man, that destroyer brings the pain. It's not an ironic nickname for that guy. He legitimately will destroy you. Keep fighting that fire. Deflectors going down. Fire on the Corvette. Oh, we need to move. Holy shit! That thing wrecked our shields in one salvo.
Accelerating to sublight.
It looks like it's finally starting to take... There we go. Please tell me that was the destroyer. Thank you. Is there anything left? Yes. At least one thing. This Corvette is still alive and kicking? Not anymore, it's not.
I think that's the last of them.
Yeah, that was a really tough fight, dude.
The time. We're sending ships in as well. Good luck.
I don't really want to go in at the moment. I'm gonna continue vacuuming this cargo if you don't mind. Anything else out here that I might want to take, steal? I don't know, pick up any kind of illicit cargo in front of the cops because a progenitor shard. What the hell is that? We should probably take it. Yeah, I'm not really worried about the nebular interference and antimatter spec. We'll take that too. Anything else over here that looks ridiculously valuable? No, just got a couple achievements, so I mean, there's that. Wow, this episode got really long. Let's go over here and see what this last two chunks of cargo is. Soy paste and munitions. Well, not interested in either of those, so let's go find the closest station, go sell off our ill-gotten loot, and fix our ship, because we took a shitload of damage there. We are not in a good way. Alright, well, maybe my accusations against the militia in the system were a little overblown. I accused them of being genocidal, baby, boot-heel-stomping monsters, and maybe they're not picking on a primitive species who, or rather, well, that's I mean, they're not picking on primitives.
Contraband has been detected aboard your vessel. Prepare to have the
I'm not giving you 100. I worked hard. There's no way you're taking it. Oh, great. It made the outpost go hostile. Fantastic. That's just what I needed. So now I get to fly away and go find another outpost, too. That's... See, I told you picking up those slaves was a bad idea. I mean, I knew I shouldn't have done it. Going into it, I was like, you know, this is probably really stupid. I should not, should probably not be picking up slaves right in front of the cops. It seems like a remarkably bad idea. And then I went ahead and did it anyway. And turns out it was a remarkably bad idea. Really got to learn to trust my instincts in a rebel galaxy. Should never doubt myself. Paying more attention to myself. I know more than I give myself credit for sometimes. Like, hey, Pete, that thing you think is monumentally stupid. Yeah, it turns out you think it's monumentally stupid for a reason. Also, your craft is not rated to fly in an atmosphere, so maybe go around the planet, Pete. Alright, Ensign Crusher, come on, come out of warp. You can hit anything in the universe except for an actual station that I'd like to visit. That's the one thing you can't hit, Ensign? Huh? That's the one thing? Sometimes I want to punch Wesley Crusher. Alright, well, let's see how much it's going to cost us to refill the old ship here. You know, $6,000 is actually not that bad. I was expecting that to be vastly more expensive than it turned out to be. We do also have 2.1 million credits, so I think it's time to head to the bar and wrap this one up, because one, Daddy needs a drink, and two, I got 2.1 million credits here. That's a hell of a lot of liquor. It's time to get some strippers, get a little blow, start snorting it off of some naked asses, do a little bit of partying. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see us head through the jump gate that Trail has opened to what I have to assume is going to be basically hell, we're looking at an Event Horizon situation here. I'm gone full on Sam Neill, and I'm totally expecting it. And if you want to see me tear my own eyes out so I can remind you that you won't need your eyes where we're going before I tear yours out, I consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of Rebel Galaxy every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Because even though I don't have eyes, I can still see. That's what happens where we're going.